Welcome to the Brykks shithouse. So I'm sitting here, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. We just downloaded the Season 5 Reloaded update a few hours ago. And if I had known what Infinity Ward was about to drop on us, I probably would have done three Red Bulls back to back to back with individual lines in between the two, just so I could comprehend what is going on right now, because I'm not too sure I understand what Infinity Ward thinks this is. If they think this is some sort of fantasy land where they can just drop in any gun that they so choose. Like this is their land of pretend where everything's just a big joke, because they're dropping in this FiNN LMG, and this thing, let me tell you, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need therapy after the few hours I've spent in lobbies using this weapon and being killed numerous times by this weapon. So when I come back with a doctor's note that simply reads, "This is fucking insane, Infinity Ward, you better believe it. You better believe you messed up here, and I'm billing you for those therapist hours. You know these con jobs don't come cheap." Let me give you a little quick heads up into what your morning's gonna look like. Maybe make sure you got a cup of coffee next to you, because you're gonna need it. If you really want to do the job, if you're living with family, if you got someone in your household, just get them to kick you in the nuts 3 to 10 times. That should get you prepared for what's about to happen here. So you're gonna wake up, Season 5 Reloaded, you're gonna download the 16 billion gigabyte update, and you're gonna see there's a new LMG in stock here. We got the FiNN LMG, and the challenge is not too hard. Get one melee kill with an LMG in 7 different games. Now here at the shithouse, we like to expedite the process, so we're gonna hop in a game, and we're just gonna find the nearest bitch and just give her a good slap. If she's got company, let them feel that they're welcome to, but you only need 1 kill here, and then we're just gonna leave the game. That took a matter of 15 to 20 seconds. We got pretty lucky there, finding people right off the bat, and as you can see, we're attributed 1 point towards our 7 matches. As you can see, I'm not a genius here. Everyone in the lobby has the same mindset here. Everyone's just handing out free suckies just so they can unlock this gun quicker than the next person. Get the hell out of my way, bitch. I got work to do. And after that good forearm workout, you're going to be rewarded with the FiNN LMG. Now the fun can begin. So on one hand, we've got our double weapon XP tokens. Pop a few of those pills. On the other hand, get your Adderall ready. This is a deadly combination. These two go really good together. So now you're going to test the waters with this new LMG, the new FiNN. And bare bones FiNN, it does a pretty good job, not going to lie. You know, it's a good weapon, you know, it's an LMG. It's not something I usually use. You know, I'm not a big LMG guy. I got weak arms, you know. I can't be holding around a 200-pound beast. You know, I got a girlfriend for that, but you know, you're gonna have some fun with this weapon for sure. But are you gonna write home to Santa about it? Probably not. Are you gonna wish it pops up under your Christmas tree on December? Probably not. But you know, you will have some fun with it for sure, and especially if you're playing cranked, because it's not like the entire enemy team is gonna do what you were just trying to do, get a knife and leave the match, leaving your crank timer to tick 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 boom, and that's always frustrating. But that's gonna happen. But you know, you're going to keep getting kills, you're going to level up your gun fairly quickly, and soon you're going to unlock the attachment that is basically the equivalent of unlocking the secret of the G-spot. And the G-spot for the FiNN is synonymous with the adverse barrel. You see, our FiNN LMG, just like our other LMGs, have a selection of barrels. But these selection of barrels have an adverse version. Now the adverse version just increases the rate of fire. Now maybe I'm underselling this feature of the adverse barrels here, because they don't just increase the rate of fire for the FiNN. It's rather injecting this LMG's bloodlines with about 10 donkey doses of dopamine. And this is where this new LMG really shines. This increase to its rate of fire makes it an absolutely killing machine, and you literally couldn't describe it any other way but just absolutely shredding anyone that gets in your way. Blood soaking to the left of my screen right now, and that's the type of atmosphere that you are going to create when you pick up this weapon, and 11 other people in the lobby have the exact same idea as you. But yeah, this end result you're seeing here, this weapon, this Season 5 Reloaded new weapon, is basically the offspring of some absolutely disgusting, raunchy, nasty sex between the Fennec and the PKM. You got the hard-hitting power of an LMG combined with the insanely fast fire rate of the Fennec. But unlike the Fennec, you can have up to 100 bullets in a single magazine. It really truly is just a beautiful thing to bear witness to, that's for sure. And as cool as all that is, that's not even the cheese on the cake. Because you're going to continue to use this weapon and you're going to continue to level it up. And eventually you're going to unlock an attachment that looks particularly familiar. Yes, we're talking about the chainsaw. Back in 2013, when I was about 9 years old, I made this insanely popular video. It got nominated for 2 Emmys, millions of views. It was absolutely ridiculous. Infinity Ward called me up the other day. They said, "Hey Brykks, you know what? 7 years ago, that video that you uploaded about the chainsaw attracted at least 10 buyers from the city of Tongi, Bangladesh." That's how popular it was. So we want to make it up to you. We want to throw a little homage to you. We know how much you loved the chainsaw. We're bringing it back. And that's exactly what they did. Promise fulfilled. You see, the chainsaw stock attachment basically lets you fire from the hip. And as you can see from the gameplay here, it probably looks very similar to the point of view OG Mudbone has whenever he has to take a leak. And much like OG Mudbone, we are absolutely putting on a spectacle with this FiNN LMG. Combine that attachment with the adverse barrels and you are going to definitely get yourself into a little bit of trouble. Not too much trouble, but definitely a few slurs thrown your way. And if you had told me many years ago, you said, "Hey Brykks, out of all the Call of Duty guns you fawned over, in 7 years time, you're going to be using the chainsaw again," I would have slapped you right then and there and burnt you at the stake for being a witch. But lo and below, this dream is a reality and I'm living it right now. But as much fun as it is to relive better days gone by, I will admit that this attachment is definitely a hindrance to the overall usability of the weapon. Sure, it's fun, sure it's reminiscent of a better time, but if you really want to get the most out of this weapon, you're not going to put this on. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. It looks like I got a freaking weed whacker in my hand, for crying out loud. Maybe bring back the Underbarrel noob tube for this gun, then we'll talk, but until then, let's get serious for a moment. So after leveling up my weapon to max, I found that these attachments work the best for me for standard multiplayer gameplay. Obviously for the barrel, we're going to slap on one of the adverse ones. I ended up liking the very last one you unlock just because it gives you an aim down sight speed bonus as opposed to just the fire rate bonus. I stick away from the heavier barrels, the long shot barrels, just because the fire rate is so great and the recoil is so great that you're really not going to excel at extended ranges anyways. So just keep it simple, stupid, you know what I'm saying? To combat that high recoil this gun sometimes produces, we'll just slap a Merc foregrip on there. Just give us a nice shaft to hold on to there, something we're comfortable with. And to just make this gun even more familiar, let's slap on that laser. That's a pretty big no-brainer for me. Now the ammunition poses a very interesting situation. I like the middle selection here, the 75 round bolts. 100 isn't really too necessary, especially when it's going to bog you down. So just keep it nice and light and tight with the 75. And the last attachment is kind of a toss-up. I like to throw on FMJ. I'm really digging FMJ when it comes to LMGs. It just really cuts through everything and enemies, and playing a lot of shoot house and shipment with this gun this morning was definitely aided by my FMJ perk for sure. If you're not feeling up to it, you can always swap that out for maybe a stock option. Take the stock off completely if you're ballsy enough. I know I don't have the kahunas to handle that recoil, so I'm just going to stick with the FMJ. Anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about this morning. I hope I gave you a glimpse into what you can expect from this weapon and how to unlock it and how to utilize it and the attachments for it and all that good stuff. Next video we'll do a weapon comparison with the Bruin and maybe the PKM and see how it matches up in multiplayer and Warzone and take an in-depth look at its stats and whatnot. But as for now, it is 6 in the morning and it's time for me to go to bed. So happy killing when you wake up, and I'll see you guys next time. You guys take care.